Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Another video dedicated to our pal Sal, the spectacular Spider-Man number 190, this amazing Rhino crushing Spidey on the cover. Cannot wait to share it with you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it.
FitzTroytv, comic book art critiques, snarky, sarcastic ways, representing geeky gaze, 80s comics rule the day. Hurry up and turn that page. Michael FitzTroy.
I am such a latecomer with Sal Buscema, and let me explain myself really quickly. I feel like he's one of those artists that is very much of the Marvel house style. I came in right after they were breaking away from the Marvel house style to comics with artists like George Perez and John Byrne and Art Adams and Michael Golden and those kind of artists. So an artist like Sal Buscema, he was very prevalent, doing a lot of things. I loved his New Mutants. And I never minded his work. I know that sounds awful to say, but I just sort of took it for granted. It didn't excite me. It didn't make me mad. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. And now that I've gotten older, revisiting comics and doing this channel and looking at old artists and stuff and just discovering like so many different incarnations of Sal Buscema's work. I am obsessed with his art. I love it. I'm a newfound fan. I think this is gorgeous. Look at this cover. It is explosive. It has all the angst of Spidey. You feel the peril. You see the almost comedic evil of the Rhino. Kind of a ridiculous character in costume, but it looks epic here. Spider-Man has one of the best rogues galleries. The Horns of a Dilemma. DeMatties, writer, one of my favorite writers. His name has been on so many of the greatest books. Kraven's Last Hunt, Justice League International. He is still working to this day, doing a lot of Kickstarter projects. You should seek him out. Definitely one of the greatest voices in comic books, for sure. A Sal Buscema artist. I love that he is penciling and inking. Look at this gorgeous Green Goblin mask. Joe Rosen and Chris Eliopoulos, letters. Bob Sharon, colorist. Danny Fingereth, editor. Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. Interesting. So this is after Jim Shooter has left the building, and I wouldn't have guessed that, honestly. This looks like a Jim Shooter era Spider-Man. Ugly, isn't it? Who is holding this goblin mask? Says the ugliest woman on the planet. Sorry, but she's not that pretty. Norman Osborn's hair always cracked me up. Like, what is that? Like, I think somebody showed me like a photo of what it might look like in real life, and I think I was like my retina's detached from my eyeballs, and like I had an out-of-body experience and my brain fried. So I forget. So I can't imagine what this hair looks like. It looks like Marceled hair, like Marcel potato chips or something. I love that she put the mask on. That takes balls. Who is this woman and where is she going? To put Green Goblin's mask on in front of Norman. See, you don't do that. That was a huge mistake. Oh, thank God they're separated by glass. Oh, she's a psychiatrist. Oh my God, this story has to be so good, right, guys? See, that's what happens when I don't read the comic before I do the review. I mean, I read it years and years ago. But look how cool is that. I love this version of Spidey. Oh, see, this is when you could still smoke in a Marvel comic book. You can't anymore. Rhino. That is epic. That looks so cool. Like I said, Spider-Man has the most epic rogues gallery. I think any great superhero can be defined by their rogues gallery, and Spider-Man is top-notch. Green Goblin, Lizard, Venom, Hobgoblin, Vulture, Mysterio. I mean, I could go on and on, for reals. I love this. Sal Buscema just knows how to bring the noise to a page. I don't know, it's just fun. Like, in a lot of ways, it's simple, but it's like he's, I don't even know how many pages the man has done in his career. But I read or saw an interesting interview with John Romita Jr. And, speaking of his style, he said he found he had to pay his bills and he had to find a style that he could easily manage a monthly schedule with, and you have to give somebody credit for that. You know, Mike Avon Oming developed his power style based on a desire to produce more work. If you see his, and I would love to find it, I hope it comes up in my collection. DC did a Judge Dredd series by Mike Avon Oming. The art looks very different from Powers. I first fell in love with this art. I do love both styles, but I can never appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like, you know, an artist, you know, if they have a year to do a graphic novel, would definitely take more time than if they had 2 months to do it, right? Obviously. So you do what you do within the parameters of what's realistic. If you want to work, I guess. Things are different now. See, European comics were so much better. They knew all along, and that's why you have gorgeous works by Mobius and, countless other great European artists that were allowed to, have time. I just love this. This is classic Spider-Man. And, you speak of the power of J.M. DeMatties' writing. He can write comedy, he can write drama, he can write action, he can write angst, he can write depth. And Sal pulls it all together quite well. I love their run together. I thought it's so fun. Such a great memory. Our pal Sal, you gotta love it. Spectacular Spider-Man number 190. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit like, and I'll bring you more soon.